the fuck is up, my britches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and my microphone is way over there. Can you guys hear me? What's good, what's poppin', my britches? I'm just out here incredibly annoyed. I have been saying that I had picked these up. Let me move this closer because I doubt you guys can hear me. Hold on, hold the phone. I have been saying that I picked up the Pat Mcgrath luxury quads for holiday, the Celestial Divinity luxury quads, right? Here's the deal. I'm pretty much guaranteeing myself to never be put on Pat Mcgrath PR list, but when I'm spending this kind of money, I better be blown away by products, and I'm less than impressed between just, I don't want to say customer service because I haven't dealt directly with their customer service, but as far as like shipping, communication, like when you're supposed to receive your orders, stuff like that, I'm just very unimpressed with Pat Mcgrath Labs website because that's where I order these from. I picked up all three of the luxury quads. I actually picked up initially the Celestial Divinity palette, which this I really, really enjoy. This I definitely recommend. I had my thoughts on this. I've reviewed this. I talked about it. I had my critiques on especially the packaging. It's a $78 palette, okay? This is a luxury makeup brand. And for some people, this is going to be, I'm just bitching and complaining for no reason. For some people, I'm just being dramatic. You could have your opinions and I could have mine. I wanted to do this video just because I have been saying that I was going to review these palettes. I'm not going to do that just because I opened these up and I had said from the beginning, I'm like, if I'm not blown away as soon as I open these, I'm sending them back because they're $58 a piece. That's expensive for 4 eyeshadows. So I initially opened these up. I'm like, okay, the boxes are super cute. So let me actually set the compacts aside and I'll show you guys the actual boxes. Like these boxes are really cute and we're not judging the way that my makeup looks. I've had this on all day and I've been painting at the bar. It still don't look too bad, but these boxes are super cute. I'm impressed with the packaging of the boxes themselves. I really like how they're all the different colors, so they're easily like identified which palette is which. But here's the deal. This whole like holiday collection from Pat Mcgrath is a hot fucking mess. Why are some things launching? I mean, maybe it's because of like COVID and everything like that. I'm not really sure, but I ordered all three quads and also the highlighter in one order. I have not been notified that my highlighter is being shipped separately. I didn't receive my highlighter. I'm like, okay, am I getting it? Am I not getting it? Like, what is going on? I feel like this launch is just a hot fucking mess. Like, why wouldn't you just wait to release everything all at one time? The bigger palette, this launched like a week or two before these palettes did. It just doesn't make sense, and I'm thinking it's because they're coming from like different parts of the world maybe, because I'm even noticing with these palettes, 2 of them are made in the USA and 1 of them is made in Italy, and I'm assuming it's because of like the ingredients that are in one of these in one of the shades or maybe multiple of the shades. I'm not really sure because I'm not an ingredients person, but like, okay, I open the boxes, I'm like, the boxes are cute, I'm happy with the boxes, but this packaging, I think, like, you guys heard me bitch about the stickers on the Celestial Divinity. I'm like, you know what? I think for the value, I'm not as pissed about it as I am with these. Like, why are we getting stickers on luxury packaging, Pat? I want to know, because this is infuriating to me. For some people, this is going to be, listen, this is first world problems. Totally get it. Have a good day. You don't need to stay for this video. But this, to me, it drives me crazy, especially for, which palette is it? It's the one with the blue in it. Like, this would be the one that I was going to keep if I were to keep any, because I think that blue shade is stunning. It's gorgeous. This would be the palette that I would keep because that is, like, the prettiest, like, blue-purple duochrome. It's so nice. Look at. This is me being a picky bitch, but for $58, I'm going to be. A crooked sticker on a $58 package, like, I can't deal with shit like that. And people could say, I know, like, things happen. Why are we getting stickers on this type of packaging? This is all, like, printed on the packaging. Why is this happening? I don't understand. This is just, it's so annoying to me because it's like, I want to love Pat McGrath. I want to be like, yes, it's worth the hype, but like this is not worth $58. The packaging itself has very rough edges. Like, I haven't even touched the shadows. I'm that turned off by the packaging that I'm like, I'm not touching it. I'm just sending it back and calling it good. I wanted to say that because I'm like, listen, if we're charging this amount of money for products, this is the standard that I need to have for my products, and not everybody's going to feel the same way. I just look at these and I'm like, okay, this palette I think is beautiful. But these other two, I'm just like, you know, they're cute, but it's like, even this, it's like, look at, this is a luxury packaging and the mirror won't even stay up. What is that? Like, what is this? Come on. Like, to me, this is just, like, unacceptable. You got two mattes, two, like, shiny metallics. This actually looks like a shimmer. This is so unsatisfying. I'm, like, pissed about it. Because I'm like, I want to love Pat McGrath. There's so many products that I've tried from Pat that I love. Like, her lip glosses, her concealer, her under-eye setting powder. Those are top-notch quality. These just ain't it for me, sis. Like, this is the first time that I've tried these, like, quads. Like, this one looks super pretty. This is the one I believe that's made in Italy. But it's like, $58? Like, honestly, I don't know. I'm really turned off by it. Like, this is rough. I don't like how this feels on my fingers at all. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm just over here like, this stuff's expensive. And it's just not worth that price, in my humble opinion. Even with the Celestial Divinity, where did I put the palette? The big palette. Even with this packaging, for $78, I'm not as mad about it because it's at least, like, weighty. It's still cardboard, but it's like, this feels nicer to me than these do. Like, I don't know. Like, I think this is much more worth the value, especially for how many shades that you get. It's very heavy on the metallic spectrum. If you don't like metallics, you probably won't like this. There's only 3 mattes in this palette, but this is like, if you're looking at something for Pat McGrath holiday, this is where it's at. But this sticker's got to go. The sticker's got to go on this luxury packaging because we just can't have that. And somebody left this comment. I did a video on my Juvia's Place palettes last night, and it's like, we have brands like Juvia's Place that are actually printing their stuff. Like, there's no stickers on this, and these are $15 palettes for 6 eyeshadows. Come on. If Juvia's Place can do this, if Kaleidos can have fucking fire packaging, like, these quads give me these Kaleidos vibes. I would happily spend money on these versus the Pat McGrath quads. That's the message I'm trying to share behind this because I'm, like, pissed. I'm so annoyed because, like I said, I want to love and I want to think that these are so worth the money. They're so worth the hype. Like, I think these are way overhyped, in my humble opinion. I'm just like, they don't feel luxury. Pat McGrath, how dare you? And I don't mean to be so incredibly harsh, but it's like, you know what? People are just throwing their money out there at this stuff. And for some people, the packaging doesn't matter. For some people, they're all about the shadows and that's it. And that's totally fine. I just don't want to put my fingers in it or whatever. Not that they'll use these when I send them back, but it's still just the point of, I know I'm going to send these back, so it's not even worth it to me to, like, swatch them and stuff. It's like, do I think they look pretty? Yeah. Like, the shades themselves look pretty, but for that price point, I'm expecting something like these. I'm expecting something like Cleona multi-chromes or something on that level. I guess for me, it's just, if it's going to have that luxury price tag, it has to have the quality between the product itself and also the packaging. Because for me, packaging is important, and I know not everybody cares about that. So you know what? There's my thoughts on that. I wanted to say that just because, I mean, this is pretty short and sweet. People are going to be like, wow, that's a negative-ass review, and I hope Pat sees this just because, like, this is not satisfactory. Not at all. Why are we putting stickers on this? And then especially, like, some people won't care. I care. I care because this is hella expensive. And I'm so bummed about this one because I would have considered keeping this, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't think that they're worth it, even just for that. The shadows might be phenomenal, but I'm not dipping my fingers in them just because who knows, but there's that. What do you guys think in the live chat? Like, does that matter to you? Does, like, the packaging matter to you? Does it have to be, like, a whole experience? Do you think I'm being over dramatic? You guys let me know. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. I like, totally didn't address the live chat in the beginning. Aurora says, peel off the sticker and stick it to the mirror that you'll never see. No, that's the thing. I'm like, why are we putting stickers on luxury shit? I don't understand. We had this with Wayne Goss. We had this with Pat McGrath, the Celestial Divinity. We had it with these. It's like, why? And it's I guess it's one thing too, if it's like a sticker that, like, even with the Charlotte Tilbury, like, this sticker, it's not like so off. Like, this just doesn't, it just doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. It looks like they almost, like, covered something up. I don't know. It just cheapens even, like, you guys heard me review this too. I'm less than impressed with this packaging. But it's like, at least with this, it, like, kind of looks like it goes with the vibe of the palette or, like, the vibe of the brand itself. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's, like, the color. It just totally cheapens the packaging for me. And maybe I'm being over dramatic about it. But I'm just like, you know what? If other brands can, like, print, emboss on the packaging, why can't Pat McGrath? I don't understand. Maybe this is something beyond me. Maybe it's something that isn't able to be done. But even still, sticker aside, I just look at it like if you could print this right here, why can't we print this? You know? And then just the outside of this packaging, like, I'm all about textures, and it's rough on my fingers, and I do not like that at all. Let's see. I think a lot of people are agreeing with a lot of what I'm saying. Jennifer Lopez, your name. It cracks me up every time. I'm actually wearing, hold on, let me tell you. I'm wearing the Victoria Beckham, the signature satin matte eyeshadow. This was sent to me by a lovely subscriber. I'm wearing this, and then I also have the Sydney Grace. I need to post a picture on my Instagram. I'm wearing a Sydney Grace. Oh, shit. What shade was it? Oh, no. It's a cream shadow. Oh, it's over here. Sydney Grace cream shadow in the shade Candlelight. Let me show you guys this really quick because it's beautiful. And then I'm also wearing the Patrick Star One Size Pea House, I think. Those little glitter eye toppers. Look at that shade. It's so pretty. That's from Sydney Grace. So freaking beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Michelle, I would keep the blue if the sticker wasn't fucked up. I am. I hate saying it, but I am. Let's see. Not gonna lie. Oh, hold on. There we go. Not gonna lie. Pat was so hyped up for me, but I was so disappointed with the Rose Decadence, my first purchase. I think that too is why I'm so disappointed, is because this is like my first purchase that I went in. I was like, you know what? I'm sparing no expense. I'm gonna buy all the quads. I'm gonna review them. I got the highlighter. Where's my highlighter? Not really sure. I'm just overall at the point, I'm like, I don't even want to buy from the Pat McGrath website. I would rather buy from Sephora because, one, I get my shit faster. Two, I actually know when it's coming. Like, I didn't know that this was even coming today. No idea where my highlighter is. Don't know if it's shipped separate because I've gotten no notifications from the brand. It's just a hot mess. Something is up because her quads should all be made in Italy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like it's just a hot ass mess for luxury price point. Everything, see, that's how I feel. Everything matters at that luxury price point. Those ribbons in the big palette are not super glued in. You can pull them off. Oh, instead of cutting them, I'll have to try that because they drive me crazy. Totally, when I'm paying that much, Natasha Denona doesn't do that and she's cheaper. Exactly. I ordered the big palette and 5 shades were broken, so I don't know if I'll repurchase. I mean, I think depending on where you ordered it from, they'll probably replace it for you. I feel like the packaging has become more of a hot button issue with Instagram layout. See, for me, it's just, I buy luxury shit, not only because I think the quality is usually there, but because I want that whole luxury experience. I want the packaging to feel bougie. I want the product to be bougie. For that price point, it should be. It should be damn near perfection, top-notch quality. At least that's my opinion. Just because the whole experience itself for me is really important. Or, I don't know, it's just one of those things. Like, if I pull out a luxury item, like, I want it to feel expensive. Like, because it is. It is expensive. Like, the last thing that I think of is, like, taking pictures for Instagram with it. Granted, I do take product shots, but for me, it's more of I want it to feel luxe. I want it to feel like it's almost like when it feels good, it makes me feel better. That's what I look for with luxury stuff, especially. It matters. Let's see. It matters to an extent. When I bought my Mothership 5 from Sephora, the box came all smashed up and I was livid. That's one thing I really like from Natasha Denona, because I've noticed this the past few times that I've bought Natasha Denona palettes from not only Sephora, but also Natasha's website. Her packages, like her palettes, come in like the big box, but then they also come in another box inside of that box. I like that. That tells me that they're trying to take care of their products. I mean, not that this was packaged badly. It's just, I just don't get that luxury feeling from these products. These ones specifically. Even the Celestial Divinity with the packaging, I don't get the luxury vibes. The shadows themselves are beautiful, but it's one of those things I'm like, you know what? I spent enough money on Pat McGrath eyeshadows. I'm not going to spend more money for luxury shit that's not worth it to me. So that's more or less what it is. This may be something that you like. It may be worth it to you. For me, it's not. There's other brands that I would rather spend my money with that put the care in not only the packaging, but also the products as well. It's, for me, when I'm spending that kind of money, it is important to me. Yes, as far as I know, on this, I mean, they fucking better. Will accept returns on gently used products purchased via patmcgrath.com within 30 days of the purchase date for a full refund. So I can get a refund. I'm not touching these, so they're not going to be used at all. So there's that. I don't have anything to worry about, I don't think. It's ridiculous. They've never done it before until now. Yeah, a little dramatic, but for $58, I understand. You want the Pat experience. Yeah, that's where I'm like, I know for a fact people are going to be like, you're just being a picky bitch. Valid, but you know what? I spent my hard-earned money on this shit, and I want it to be almost like, I want it to be worth the hype that it has. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, trust me, I don't like coming on here and shitting over products or whatever the case is. I don't like to do that, but when I feel a certain type of way about a product, I'm going to speak my mind about it because that is the point of a product review. Like, the packaging is a part of a product review. And I know even if I love the eyeshadows, I would still say that it wasn't worth it because the packaging is not up to par with the quality of the product. And for that price, I think it all matters. Yeah, I think that's more or less how I feel. It's like an afterthought or something like that. I thought I read once that Pat McGrath didn't accept returns. Well, according to this packaging slip, she does. Let's see. It does matter to me. One of the reasons I didn't order the quads was because they didn't have the special shades. Last year's packaging was much better. Now, this is one thing. Since I've never purchased like the big Mothership palettes, do those palettes have this rough texture? Like, my fingers almost like they feel irritated just touching this. Are the other ones like that? Luxury beauty should not have stickers because it's a whole experience. Her shadows are bomb, but the experience has to be on point too. And that's exactly how I feel. I feel the exact same way. Let's see. Pat can't win. If she comes with luxe products that reflect a high price, people complain. She cheapens the shadows and the look of her products, people complain. I mean, you're not going to please everybody, but I don't know. I find it hard to believe that this is the quality that people were getting for the hype that they have. I feel like something's changing, especially seeing, okay, now products are made in the US and now products are made in Italy. The launch is like all over the place. Like, some of the holidays available, some of it's not. Like, why wouldn't you just release all your holiday altogether? I'm assuming it's because of the pandemic. But then again, just wait to launch it all at one time. I don't know. From a packaging printing perspective, it's hard to print small text into plastic, like engrave it. There are certain restrictions that are out of hands of Pat McGrath. Okay, that makes sense. But I feel like we could make it more pleasing than how it looks, especially like the placing of this one. I probably got a dud, but it is what it is. Like, still, it's when you're paying that price point, that stuff's gonna matter to people. But that is a good point that you were saying about like the small printing. I feel like though it's not really that much smaller than like what's printed right here. Like, I feel like something could have been done better there, but that's just me kind of assuming. Let's see. Tara did a review today and didn't recommend them. She broke down price and everything, and it was so on point. I know there's so many reviews on it, but that's where I'm just like, here's my thoughts on it. I just opened them and I'm like, no. Immediately, no. For that price, no. Double check. She does accept returns. Phew, because I agree. Packaging isn't as important as quality to me, but I get where you're... Yeah, that's where I'm like, it depends on the price point. It definitely depends on the price. Let's see. But that's cardboard and hers is plastic. Probably didn't have enough money to print all a large amount. Yeah, that's where... Who the hell knows? I'm so confused. All right, let me catch back up in the chat to see what you guys are saying towards the end. Let's see. I want to see if anybody... Here, I'm going to click to the bottom. Let me know, guys, if the other mothership palettes feel that way. Let's see. Kimberly says, Britt, you can check your receipt. Sometimes if they ship items separately, they won't include them in your printed receipt. Yeah, that's where this has no record of any, like... This has no mention of my highlighter at all on here. Like, you would think that you would get, like, a separate email notification. So that's another reason why I'm, like, equally as pissed is I feel like the experience that I've had purchasing from Pat Mcgrath's website multiple times at this point, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed, and I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to purchase from Pat Mcgrath's website. I do right now just because I want to get the products faster, but I bet you I could have gotten these quads quicker from Sephora when they launched, like, how many days later? Maybe even a week later? Let's see. It's probably a machine sticking them on and people... I get it. Millie, I totally get it. Totally get it. That's where I know people are going to be like, you're overreacting, but... That's a part of my experience. You may not have this experience. This is my experience. This is why I'm returning them. This is something that's important to me. That's always things to pay attention to when you're watching reviews, listening to people bitch about products. You might get these and be like, oh my God, my sticker looks gorgeous. The packaging's amazing. It doesn't feel like this. This is my experience. This is my experience with Pat Mcgrath. My experience with my palettes. My opinion on makeup in general. That's what it is here. Let's see. All the motherships are smooth. Weird. That's so weird. Don't touch the highlighter until you see it. Well, I need to get it first. Let's see. Also, the thing that's printed on there, I think is printed onto their components. It might be like a stamp they use to... Yeah, that's... I don't fucking know. Guys, I'm just saying. This is my experience. That's all. Let's see. Highlighters weren't shipped until 10/19. I got my order in 2 boxes without getting shipping notices. Yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, if the highlighters aren't shipping until 10/19, maybe I just didn't see this when I ordered, but I don't recall seeing something that even said highlighters aren't shipping until the 19th. I don't recall seeing that at all when I checked out to buy this stuff. I don't recall seeing an email saying that, hey, your highlighter is shipping separately. I didn't get any of that. Morgan is here. Thanks, girl. I've had this on all day. I feel like it looks like trash, but thanks, girl. Let's see. I don't want to take the sticker off. I consider doing that, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna send it back. Let's see. I pay luxury prices for a luxury experience. Yes, that is exactly how I am. That's why I'm so pissy, because it's like I'm spending my money. I want to like this stuff. I wanted to like rave about these and recommend them and tell you guys that I think they're worth it. Like, you don't ever buy a product to review it to do a video like this. But when this stuff happens, we're going to talk about it. It's not us shitting all over Pat Mcgrath. It's just, hey, maybe Pat Mcgrath will see this and be like, okay, maybe I'll change up how I do certain things. negative reviews aren't necessarily always bad. Like, it's valuable feedback from a brand. It's not like I'm saying Pat McGrath is trash, because quite frankly, Pat McGrath is not trash. A lot of her products are great, like lip glosses, concealer. Those products are some of the top in my collection. Even the Celestial Divinity, even though I'm not as impressed with the packaging like the big palette, I just totally hit myself in the face. I'm waiting to swat that fly with this thing. But it's like, even though I'm not impressed with the packaging on this, I still think it's, do I want to say worth the price? Like, I think it's a great palette for holiday. I almost wish that she just left it at that. Just because I'm like, now I'm not impressed with this stuff at all. Of course, Jamie, you always get your stuff so early. Motherships could be used as a weapon there or something. That's what she said. Ah, Angie would have been so proud right there. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Like, something's definitely, maybe it's because her brand is more well known now, maybe. I don't know. I have noticed, because when I bought my concealer in my under eye setting powder, I had a better experience. It wasn't like over the moon, but it wasn't as negative as the experiences are now. Even my Celestial Divinity, the big palette, I felt like that was even like a hot mess. So I don't know. It's just one of those things I'm like, come on, Pat, come through for us. Does anyone remember the first product she launched? It was a kit with a black eyeliner and a shadow for money, and the packaging was so crappy everyone complained. I don't remember that. That fly is on another level right now. Exactly. Negative reviews equals constructive criticism. I think there can be negative reviews that are not constructive criticism. I think some reviews, like, some people could look at this and be like, this isn't a negative review, it's just you bashing the brand. No. Trust me, I could if I wanted to, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, if anything, hopefully somebody from Pat McGrath hears this. Because I want to love this stuff. Like, I love luxury makeup, but this stuff, to me, it matters, and that's just a me preference thing. I have almost all of Pat's products from the original. Honestly, shipping has been a hot mess. Listen, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that, because I have not had that. This is a me personally thing. Maybe everybody else has different opinions and experiences, but my experience, I haven't skipped a fucking beat, especially recently when it comes to shipping. Like, the mail hasn't stopped. The mail hasn't stopped. It's not like it's going overseas or anything. Like, I've gotten pallets from Odin's Eye, Be Perfect. They were coming from a whole different country, and I had better experiences. Maybe not Be Perfect, but like Odin's Eye, I got that just as fast. I don't feel like shipping really has been affected from COVID. I know Canada, though, like, Groupie, you might have a different experience just because you have, like, the borders and everything, so yours may have been impacted differently. But as far as, like, us in the States, and with all the products that I've been buying lately, I have not experienced that really at all. If anything, it's a Pat McGrath thing, or it's like a, because even, let me actually look at my phone. When did I have this is driving me nuts. There we go. This tag, it was like crunching in my ear. Let me look up. I ordered this on the 9th. Today's the 21st. So it's not like a crazy turnaround time, but it's the communication. Like, I got, I think, okay, so I ordered this on the 9th, and it didn't ship out until Thursday, which was the 15th, and I just received it today. So with the weekend and everything, it's not horrible, but I'm still like, where's my highlighter? So that's where, I don't know. I don't think the shipping has been such a hot mess. Let's see. Slow mail doesn't explain why Pat McGrath never sent shipping notifications or updates about the highlighter. Yeah, like, I got a shipping notification, but then it wasn't, like, tracking. There was no, I couldn't track where my order was. So there's that. See, I didn't have an issue with Kaleidos, but that's a me personal thing. It's coming. We just met our UPS rep, and they are expecting 700 million delay due to COVID-19 due to the holiday season. That's our... We'll see how it goes. I try to be patient because I know, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't noticed a change in USPS speed at all. Maybe FedEx a little bit. Yeah, like everything else for me, I feel like I've gotten everything else in a reasonable time. It's more of the communication on where the rest of my order is. I want to know where the rest of it is, and that's pretty much it. I totally don't think it has anything to do with COVID. Mcgrath has the worst shipping and customer service. Let's see, in the beginning of shipping from some places was wonky. We're 10 months into a pandemic. They can at least use technology to set up notifications. Yeah, I'm like, Every BoxyCharm and Ipsy box the last few months have been coming opened and retaped with products missing. That's interesting. Sephora has been slow for me. I haven't noticed that much of a difference with Sephora. Kaleidos has been chilling at JFK. Weird. Being that you're a new Pat Mcgrath purchaser, you just so happen to start doing her at her worst time. It's best you do not purchase from her again. See, that's where it's like, okay, so why would you consider this her worst time? That's where I'm concerned as like a newer purchaser. Why would, like, have you guys, so all of the old school purchasers from Pat Mcgrath, have you noticed anything different? Damn, the thumbs down on this video are on point today. Plus, I just got notified that USPS is raising shipping rates this holiday season. I have not heard that, but that's interesting. Be patient, everyone. It's people coming... Yeah. Beautylicious shipping is divine. Even... See, that's our Beautylicious I've noticed. I wish... I've noticed that their shipping isn't as good as it used to be for me. I used to love how they would package everything like Christmas presents from Beautylicious. They don't do that anymore. But I know the Beautylicious gift card event is coming up. I actually might do that tomorrow. I was going to do that tonight, but then I got these instead. Like, I didn't even know these were at my house today. Just by flash. It's always been... Let's see. Not noticing any delays. Just silly Sephora return. Yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, it's a factor of today's video, but my first ever order when she first launched never came, and I wrote my Juvia's place was 3.5 weeks. Sephora has been basically overnight. Yeah, I feel like everybody's experiences are going to be different, and it's like that with everything. Please always keep that in mind. Just like I said earlier when I responded to Millie, this is my experience, my preferences, my concerns, my critiques, my bitches about the Pat Mcgrath quads, and all of that added up. That's why I'm returning these. I haven't even touched them. It's just, to me, it's not worth it. I don't like the way that they feel. I don't like the quality. Even if the shadows blew me away, I couldn't justify that price for all of the other things that I dislike, because it's almost like the luxury experience goes out the window, because as soon as I pick this up, I'm going to be like, ooh, I don't like the packaging. And I'm going to be less likely to reach for it. That's a me personal thing. So please keep that in mind for all YouTube videos. When people are critiquing things, when we're saying we like something, when we don't like something, everything is personal preference. You could get these and be like, I'm gonna fuck, I love it. There's that. This is my experience, my thoughts. And opinions are like assholes, and we all have one. And Shannon just got home. So I'm going to tune off for today before he disconnects my live stream again. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep all that in mind, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!